Hey there, YouTube land, and I just got finished watching Money in the Bank 2014. So I'm going to give my overall review of it. So this is spoilerific, guys, obviously. If you haven't seen it, then you really should grab the WWE Network. It's a great way to get all these pay-per-views for a very, very cheap price. You definitely pay for your, you get your money's worth and a lot more. So tonight we had the Money in the Bank 2014. Before I go any further, I'm saying that right about now there's going to be a lot of complaining and whining going on in the wrestling part of the internet, with a lot of people coming on with some type of videos. They'll be fun to watch. Just trust me on this one. Anyway, we started at the pay-per-view. First, there was the pre-show where they talked about who they thought was going to win. The general consensus was Randy Orton, with one person picking somebody that wasn't Randy Orton, but wasn't who won. The Usos fought the Wyatt family, and I guess maybe the Wyatt family is kind of falling a little bit out of favor right now or something, because I kind of expected the Wyatt family to win, but it was a nice win for the Usos. It was an okay match. It was like nothing fantastic, but it was enjoyable. Next up was, and I missed this match. How did I miss this match? Okay. Paige defeats Naomi. Paige, I like. She's supposed to be the anti-diva. And I was out picking up something, which you'll see in another video. But I'm going to say it wasn't that long of a match, and if it was Paige versus Naomi, I don't mind missing that match. I do like Paige, though. Adam Rose defeats Damien Sandow. It was a nice throwaway little match. I do like Adam Rose. He has a great gimmick with the Rosebud thing, with all the people coming out in costumes, kind of almost a Mardi Gras type thing. You know that sooner or later it's going to play into a way where one of his enemies is going to come dressed up, and, kind of like with the Layla thing. Next up was the match of the night, the premier best match. It had a crappy ending, which really, really sucked ass. I can see why they did it storyline-wise, but they had this fantastic match. You've got Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, Kofi Kingston, Rob Van Dam, and Jack Swagger there with good old Zeb Coulter. And every one of these guys brought it. They really seriously brought it in this match. For me, Ambrose was definitely the star of the match. He shone like crazy. Rob Van Dam did some great stuff. Kofi Kingston did great stuff. And of course, he'll get not noticed as usual. Dolph Ziggler actually brought his A game. Jack Swagger, who is as boring as hell, was actually pretty good in this match. He did a lot in this match so that other people could rest up in some periods. Seth Rollins did a good job in this match, but honestly, it was Dean Ambrose's match. He was the best. He was the shining star of this match. And honestly, the ending sucked. The ending was really bad. Basically, Ambrose had it won. His shoulder was out, and Kane comes out and chokeslams Ambrose and steadies the ladder so that Seth Rollins can win the match. Really anticlimactic, but thinking back, it kind of helps set up what's coming up later on. And next up would be a match that nobody was waiting for. Well, I don't know. I wasn't anyway. Goldust and Stardust. Was it the Dust Brothers? I'm not sure. Just Goldust and Stardust. Defeats. Yeah, we're going to go just right away. Defeats Ryback, which is Ryback and Curtis Axel. What the hell did Ryback and Curtis Axel do to piss off enough people that they're stuck in this tag team slot right now? Both guys were looking like they're going to be big singles stars. They lost their pushes, and bam, this is where we are right now. Goldust does the thing that he always does. Stardust, it's a nice little gimmick, but he doesn't have what his brother has to pull it off. But he's only started doing the gimmick, so it was pretty much a throwaway match. Next up is Rusev with the gorgeous Lana. I think she is one of the most underrated females in the WWE right now. beautiful girl, against Big E Langston. And of course, Rusev wins this one. Rusev stays strong, as he should. And for a big guy match, you know, it's not an overly exciting match, but for a big guy match, I think they pulled off a lot. And I was really impressed with the match. I don't expect a lot from... I expected another Mark Henry debacle thing, but no, this was actually a good match. Layla defeats Summer Rae in a short, you could blink and miss it match. Didn't really do anything. It was just a silly little match. The storyline's insulting, actually, to the female populace out there. Fighting over Fandango. Really, is Fandango a guy that women would fight over? Probably not in reality, but I guess here. Fandango seems more like a guy that men would fight over. No, he just doesn't do it for me as a wrestler or as a character. It's kind of silly. It seems like an 80s style gimmick. But, you know, a lot of people love Fandango. Layla and Summer Rae, didn't care too much for that one. Now the big match. This was the second Money in the Bank match of the night. This one's for the WWE Championship. And this was not as good as the other Money in the Bank match. Not by far. They played it a lot more safe. We had Cesaro, Alberto Del Rio, Bray Wyatt, John Cena, Kane, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, and Sheamus. There was a lot of people in this match. And it was all over the place sometimes. Everybody got to do their little shining moment type of thing in this match. If I had to pick a star in this match, I really don't know. I wasn't impressed with anything that Kane or Randy Orton did in the match, to be totally honest with you. Bray Wyatt, Cesaro was probably one of the more shining examples of the match. Roman Reigns did a great job for what he had to do. John Cena did a great job for the parts that he had to do. And the winner. Yeah, guys. John Cena becomes a 15-time world champion. And all over the internet, there's a bunch of people at a keyboard typing angry messages. John Cena, I don't know, maybe it's his push or something like that, but he seems to piss off the internet crowd. And I have a feeling that at this point, Triple H is like, yeah, let's piss off the internet crowd. I am one of the internet crowd. But you know what? I don't have this like hatred towards John Cena that I see so often on here. It drives me up the wall, actually. As you know, if my kids were young, as a dad, I would be all for John Cena, like, being the face of the WWE. Because he's got the gimmick that, for the age range of people that should be watching this. Roman Reigns will definitely have his time to shine. He shined well tonight. He did some great stuff. He did great in the Royal Rumble there last year. Or was that earlier this year? Earlier this year. And Randy Orton doesn't have it. Randy Orton doesn't have it. Kane doesn't have it. I'm happy, man. Sheamus doesn't have it. Neither one of those guys really, I really wanted to see get it tonight. So Cesaro, even Alberto Del Rio, I could have been okay with. Bray Wyatt, I would have been fine with getting it. Roman Reigns, I expected to get it, but they threw a curveball, and they didn't give any one of the guys that anybody expected to get it tonight the match. They gave it to John Cena, which ironically was probably the guy not expected to get it for a change, and I did not see that coming. Did you see that coming, hon?
Who was not going to be Roman Reigns and him?
Yeah, that was going to be him. See, I didn't think that did go for a bit.
Who else?
Kane. I was calling for Kane to turn on Orton and just grab the belts.
No.
But you know what? That would have been sucky. But you know, it was kind of like something you could see happening. But John Cena won, and you know what? I'm fine with that. Overall, it was a pretty good pay-per-view. It wasn't. I gotta say, it's not NXT level pay-per-view. I find that the NXT pay-per-views, since they've put them on to this WWE network, have been superior, wrestling-wise, to a lot of the stuff that we see in the WWE regular pay-per-views. I look forward to the NXT ones a bit more, unless it's a gimmicky one. Like this one here, I like the match. It's the fourth match of the night, the Money in the Bank match with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. They shone. This was their match. Cesaro did a great job in the last one. I can see Cesaro being a champion, being a damn good champion down the road. But tonight was the night to piss off the internet again. And I know there's going to be, if people are going to watch this, and people that don't normally watch my channel are going to thumbs down this like crazy because I don't mind Cena winning. But, you know, so be it. Are you okay with the matches? Yeah, we're okay with the matches. I don't think she was too happy with Cena winning. She's not exactly a Cena fan. But you know what? There you go. Cena won. I'm okay with it. Why not? Really, he's one of the more entertaining champions, whether you like him or not. And you can put anyone that needs a big push up against Cena, and he gets him over. Look at the Bray Wyatt feud. Bray Wyatt got over big with his Cena thing. You know, Bray Wyatt was getting over anyway, but the Cena, having that huge feud with Cena certainly didn't hurt him at all. And let's see where it goes from there. At the end of the match, near the end of this match, Cena and Roman Reigns were going toe-to-toe against each other. And it was a pretty electric time during the match. So that's my thoughts on, what do we give it? I give it a 5, right? 5 stars out of 5 stars. What do I give this out of 5 stars? I'll give it a solid 3.5. You wouldn't give it a solid? What do you give it?
2.5.
She gives it a 2.5. I'm gonna give it a 3. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 3. 3.
Cheers.
What? Spears?
Yes.
Spears. Oh yeah. I'm gonna give it 3. You can't see me. Out of 5. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the Money in the Bank pay-per-view as much as I did. For me right now, it's time for tea.